Hey friend, welcome. If we haven't met yet, I'm Jen. I'm a part-time online clothing reseller, which means I go to thrift stores, I buy used clothes, I list them on eBay and Poshmark and sell them hopefully for a profit. Today is Tuesday, February 11th. I have 2 sales that sold in the last 24 hours. Gross sales amount of $62.81. One sold on eBay, one on Depop. And both of these were style-based items. So not based on the brand at all. I'm not very good at doing this. So, and even both of these took, I mean, they didn't sell super fast. These took 7 months to sell. These are little baby shoes, but they are definitely that like Y2K chunky sandal style. I used Fisherman as well. Like I said, I'm not super good at this like style-based sourcing, but I'm learning. These are McKids. So they are a vintage brand. They say flex action on the bottom, which is misleading because there's zero flex in this. Nothing. Yeah, babies are going to have a hard time walking in that. Anyway, these are just, you know, little toddler shoes. So these, I have sold adult shoes that look very similar to this for $30 or $40. Unfortunately, I forgot to look up comps today. I'm not really sure how that happened. I got distracted. But I forgot to look up comps. But these sold for $15 plus shipping on eBay. So they sold for a total of $24.81. The shipping was whacked out. I haven't had issues with calculated shipping in a while, but I did today. That's okay. Anyway, I bought these for $1 at one of my favorite thrift stores 7 months ago. So they did take a while to sell. Also, the camera's at a weird angle. I'm not really sure what's going on there. I do ship shoes in poly bags most of the time. I was actually going to ship this in a box, but the box put it over a weight and it just like messed the shipping up. Anyway, my profit is $12.99 on these little baby shoes, which is not bad. But the style on there would be Y2K, chunky, Fisherman. Again, this is not like my forte. I'm not great at style-based sourcing, but those were what I used. This was also a style-based sourcing object. This is a skirt. It is a maxi skirt. It's pretty long. I used tiered. I also used patchwork, which this isn't really patchwork. I used camo because it does have camo in here, and I also used grunge. Maybe there were other keywords I could have used, but this is the brand Derek Hart, which I think is a Y2K brand, but I don't really know. Let's say made in India. It's 100% cotton. Broomstick would maybe be another keyword for this. So definitely something interesting, different. Derek Hart is not usually a brand that I'm looking for, right? Most of my items, when I'm sourcing, I'm looking for brands. It's easier for me. I do try to get things that are still on trend, stylish. But I have never been super fashionably minded, like never. And so it's harder for me. I have to work at that. A couple of the things I do are I follow some resellers that talk about trends and fashion. I think it probably would be beneficial to also follow just some fashion YouTubers, social media influencers. I'm not really on other social media platforms. yeah, I think it would be beneficial. I wouldn't know who to follow. Maybe I should ask my teenage daughters. But anyway, this camo skirt, I had priced it $30, and that's what it sold for. They also paid $8 in shipping. This is on Depop, so I had $1.80 was my fee, and it did only cost me $4.84 to ship, so I did make a little money on that shipping. But then I found this at the bins. My average cost of goods is around $2. It's actually a little less than that at the bins. So then my profit is $29.36, which is amazing on a skirt that, you know, I don't know what Derek Hart is. It's not. When I do those style-based sourcing items, I will generally look up the brand name also, because there are some brands within those styles, within those trends, that can be worth more than just a no-name brand within those same styles and same trends. So I don't know what those are. but that is just yeah, I do search out just the brands just to see if there's if I've stumbled upon a brand that is good that might be worth more. My profit for the day is $42.35. I'm curious to know if you source more for trends and styles, or do you source more for brands? If you're a clothing reseller, maybe you're not, and that wouldn't apply to you. Let me know if that's the case too. I just think it's interesting. I feel like I kind of, with all of the different models of reselling, that people do things kind of probably on a spectrum. You know, there might be some resellers that sell completely style only, trends only, and there's probably some resellers that sell brand only. And then there's probably a whole huge spectrum in between, right, of where we might land. I probably am about here. I do most of my sourcing, most of my selling is brand related, but there are some style things that I will source. So these are two examples for me today, and that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Super short video, but I appreciate you joining me. Make sure you like the video if you liked it. Comment below, subscribe if you haven't already. I do these ship with me videos every day, 8 p.m. Eastern, as long as technology agrees with me. Every time I say that, then that night I have upload issues, so that's not good. I appreciate you so much. I'll see you soon.